Well, today we're going to do another episode of He Said, She Said. Here was the surprise. I want Matt. I can read them to you guys and you answer. So, Matt, go right ahead. First question.
Okay. Who leaves more messes?
He does. Yes, he does. Because he doesn't see them. Messes usually go down, and that's an area of gravitational pull that he never looks at. So he makes the messes, and then I clean them up.
The only time I really made a mess was one day when I was driving in Falls of the Moose Road. And I felt like, well, I've got to release some man.
Oh, you don't want this on Facebook.
I don't care. And I realized that it wasn't there.
See?
Yes, well, I'll tell you what. I do think she leaves the biggest mess. And if you want to go to her closet, in the storage room, the extra bedroom, wherever you want to look. I mean,
He's just jealous I have more clothes than he does.
I'm not jealous. Not at all.
You say, oh, I need to go get me another pair of pants. I've got to go get another suit.
I am going to order one of these little, what do you call it, storage containers, have it stacked in the front yard. Going to load all her messes up and sell it. I probably would get $5,000 for it. So she's never put a dollar value.
Well, you have to hand it over to me because I bought all that.
I put a dollar value on her mess. Mine might be $50. Hers is $5,000.
No, any mess he's made, I've cleaned up with paper towels, and there's no worth to it at all.
That's a good.
It goes in the garbage, for which we pay to have the garbage picked up. So yeah, I guess the cost.
I think you take
That's
that
a
back.
minus number.
On paying for garbage pickup, it's not a we pay, it's an I pay.
Okay, he pays for that.
Right. It's the only way I can convince them to come pick it up.
All right, Matthew, second question.
Who gets lost the most when they're driving?
I do.
Yeah, Mom does.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a
have
fact.
a good sense of direction, and I will admit where I have weaknesses.
But she might get lost the most, but guess what? It's usually typical of all women. If you notice, if you ever ask a woman for directions, they will say this. You go down the road 2 miles. Oh, the camera's getting my hand. You go down the road 2 miles, and you make a right-hand turn. Then you go to the next stop sign, and you make a left-hand turn. It's just the way women give directions. She's a typical woman, so.
He's sexist.
Not sexist, just realist.
Ooh, that's gonna get in trouble now.
Is there another question?
All right.
Third question.
Who tells the truth?
I do. As you can tell.
Oh
I
my.
proved it by the blisters I showed you on how much work I did.
Let me make a comment. Follow up. A very short comment. And this fact has been around forever. She does tell the truth, but I got to back up and fractionalize that truth. It's only half a truth. And the old story about truth is that a half a truth is the worst lie there is because it misleads. So she will state a factional truth.
Do you mean fractional or
Fractional.
factional?
Yeah, excuse me. She will state a fractional truth.
Fractional. Okay.
The other question.
It's wrong again.
Do you guys compromise on certain things besides the temperature in the house?
Oh yeah.
There's no compromise. We go where he wants to go. Our vacations are all historical war scenes.
It's like a girls' day. They just love to get together. And what happens?
Oh
when we get
yes, and
together?
all we did was
Oh, my.
gossip. We sat around and
get
ate
this
and gossip.
gossip going.
Yeah, that's all we did.
Matthew, think of any questions you could ask him.
What?
Tara wants to know what you think about my tattoos.
Oh, I don't like them. I told him so.
No, Arturelia.
Oh,
I told him if he got another one, maybe he could put it on his butt so I don't have to see it. There is a tattoo place in Fredericksburg called I'm Sorry, Mom.
It's true, there is.
It's true. And so most moms don't like to see their children's skin all painted up because he has beautiful skin. But I don't see really the purpose of it. I think it's a waste of money too. But
Well,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, when you talk to people who have tattoos, you're just expressing your opinion. They have their tattoos because that's their opinion. It's their right, okay? But I do know this. I have talked to a few older people, like tattoos have been on them for years and years and years, and when they get older, some of them, I don't know that all do, but some would say, I wish I hadn't had it done. I will tell you that I know a man right now who had it done up and down both arms, heavy tattoos. And he decided he wanted to have them taken off, and he couldn't. I believe, and they did say that they think that some of the tattoos had given him an infection in his arm. So rather than taking the tattoos off, they ended up taking his arm off. That's what happened.
That was a radical doctor for sure.
What in the world did you hear that story?
He must have been a
Goodness
surgeon.
gracious.
Snopes that one.
If a person really does want a tattoo and like a tattoo, that's their choice. That's what I say about it. I think that would be a very unlikely thing.
I don't know that Matthew is offended because I have an opinion about it.
Yeah, it's just your opinion.
But he asked.
Do you
He
want to
just
ask them what
asked.
they think about the bodybuilding?
Now,
On the
here's the thing.
bodybuilding,
Ask them what they think about the bodybuilding?
I think Matthew's
Yeah.
big enough, and I think most anybody that would look at him would say, if you just maintain or even go smaller, that would be acceptable.
Hey, also their daughter's here too, so I don't know if you
No,
want to
hang
answer.
on.
I don't know if you want to tell them anything.
I can't think of anything right now
Well,
because he edited.
just ask her if who she
Okay.
believes, mom or dad.
Matt and Mom.
Don't
I'm
put me
not-
on. No, don't.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
on talking.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
I want to say one more thing about Matthew and Timothy. When they were growing up, I don't even think they were teenagers. They had observed the fact that when we were in public, you know, talking to other of our friends, they noticed that I was probably one of the shortest in the group, which I am. I just never grew very tall. And I think it was Matthew maybe said to me, are we going to be short like you, Daddy, when we grow up? And they actually cried about it. They shed tears over it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I
Matthew.
think he's telling another lie.
And I tried to assure them that I didn't think they would. So when they passed 5'6", 5'7", and they got up to 5'11" plus, there was this big smile on their face.
Because they could ask for the car keys and Stanley wouldn't tell them no.
Okay,
They
Matt,
didn't look up to me anymore. They looked down on me.
so Matt, what about that thing about you taking Papa's glasses, even when you're all the way in California? or New
Yeah, you
Jersey?
need to turn the camera.
Yeah,
Can you tell me that, Matt?
yeah, because they're fun to play with.
Even when you're all the way over up in New Jersey or California?
down here in the middle of the night.
So now we know what happens to his glasses.
You heard it. You heard it from the mouth of truth.
What about Uncle Timmy?
He'll tell you the truth. The only one around here that lies is Stanley.
You know the workers might see this.
Not the workers, it's just the general public. We don't need to have that. You can erase that part.
Might as well
I
leave it
have
on there.
one for a while.
Maybe this isn't a good day for you to interview him.
I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm going to say.
I go out and get the cord and I'm dragging it across the yard and he said, we don't need that cord. I said, you said we needed to get a cord. He said, the cord's already under the house. So I don't even know why he told me the cord was under the house.
This is why I told her that.
So I said, I told you I was going to get the cord. Why didn't you stop me when I said it? And I said, you know what? It isn't a matter that you don't hear me. It's a matter that you don't listen.
What happened?
Okay.
So I said, where are my keys? He said, they're still in the door.
But here's
So I said, two things.
Here's the thing about it.
Here's the thing about it. Now we're going to hear the rebuttal.
The cord is already under the house.
So why did he say
And-
he needed to get a cord?
Because I thought you were going to drag it to the front of the house where we're going to be working. So that's what I thought you were going to do.
That's what you get thinking.
So I had to end up dragging the light and the cord around. Because she went to the shop and got a cord that had nothing to do with what we were doing.
he could have told me that to start with. No, we already have the cord under the house.
Yeah, I thought
But
you knew
no,
that.
he let me do that.
You knew that. You just forgot.
So then he came back in the house because he had diarrhea.
Oh gosh.
And left me under the house all by myself.
Oh,
So
man.
then when he got back, I said, before he left, I said, "Are you listening to me?"